Hey guys, so today I'm going to take you through a short hip mobility flow. So whenever you're ready, you don't need any equipment, just grab some space on the floor and a mat if you have one, and come to the front of your mats and join me in Tadasana. Standing in Tadasana with your feet hip distance apart. Inhale as you lift the hands up above the head, bring the palms together. Heel toe your feet slightly out to the side, find your squat stance. And as you exhale, sink down into your squat, bringing your elbows to your knees and pushing them out, bringing your chest through and lift your eye gaze up. Keep your chest nice and high. Just take 3 deep breaths here. Open up those hips. Try and keep your heels on the floor if you can, or place a block underneath if you need to. And then bring your left hand down all the way to the floor. Inhale as you lift and twist with your right and open up through the shoulders. Exhale, release the right hand to the floor, switching over the hands now. Inhale to lift and twist with your left. Open up to the sky with your shoulders again. Eye gaze up. Exhale, release. Plant the hand on the floor. Heel toe your feet back underneath your hips and find Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a nice deep breath in as you find length in the spine. Fold deeper over those legs and plant your hands either side of your feet. Step back to down facing dog, and we're just going to do 3 down facing dog to cobra flows. So inhale as you roll forwards, bringing the body into plank and then dropping the hips to the floor to find cobra. Option to do sphinx pose if you need to. And then exhale as you tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. Try and create a wave with your body. So inhale to roll forwards, drop those hips, come up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog, and we're just going to do 1 more of those. Inhale, roll forwards, drop the hips, find cobra. Exhale, press back to down facing dog. Pedal out the feet, open up the hamstrings and the calves, and then inhale to lift your right leg up high towards the sky. And as you look forwards, bring the leg through and under across you, coming at a 45-degree angle with the knee pointing to the corner of the mat. And find pigeon pose. Slide the left leg all the way back, untuck the toes, and come into your seated upright pigeon position. Try and get your hip to your heel and your sit bone to the floor. If you need to, use a block or a pillow underneath that bum cheek so that your hips are nice and level. Press into the ground with your hands. Open up that hip flexor on the left leg. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. As you exhale, fold over the leg. Bring the body all the way to the floor. And then inhale as you come all the way back up. And then we're going to roll onto our bums. Come into a seated position, and you're going to bring the sole of your right foot in towards the left thigh, so that you're coming into half head to knee pose. So you've got one leg out straight and your right leg should be bent, sole of the foot against the inner thigh. You're going to inhale as you lift and lengthen through the body, and then exhale to fold the body over the straight leg, so over the left leg. Thinking about bringing your chest towards the thigh and then letting your head drop towards your knee. You should feel this stretch down the side of your body. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then as you inhale, windmill the arms up, leading with the right. Plant the right hand on the floor behind your bum. And then inhale to lift and open with your chest and your hips up towards the ceiling. Really push your hips up high. Reach back as you exhale with that left hand. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, come back down to seated. Take the hands back to the front corners of the mat and step back to down facing dog. Pedal out the feet, and then just one last time, lift the right leg up high towards the sky, bend at the knee, and let the weight of the body or the leg open up that hip just slightly. Take a few deep breaths here. Try and keep the top of your body square to the mat. And then exhale, release that foot down to the floor, and we're going to pedal it out. And then do the same on the left side now. So inhale as you lift the left leg up high towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale completely. And then as you inhale, bring the left leg all the way through. Find that seated pigeon position. So leg comes through and across the body, knee at a 45-degree angle pointing towards the corner of the mat. And then slide the right leg all the way back. Find your upright pigeon. If you need to use that block or cushion underneath the bum so that your hips are nice and level, please do. And then press into the ground as you inhale and open up that front hip flexor on the right leg this time. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, melt the body over that front leg. Take 2 deep breaths here. Really let the body weight sink into the glute. Open up the glute area on the left leg. And then as you inhale, come all the way back up to your seated position. Swivel around so you're on your bum with your right leg out straight this time. Left sole of the foot comes in towards the right thigh. Square the body off to the right leg. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold forwards into half head to knee pose. Bringing the chest towards the thigh and the head towards the knee. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then inhale as you windmill the arms up, leading with the left hand this time, planting it behind the right left bum cheek, and then inhale to lift up with your right, reaching over as you exhale, pushing your hips towards the sky, opening up your chest, opening up your front body. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale to come back up, exhale to come back to seated. Plant your hands on the floor, come back to that down facing dog position, pedal out the feet, and then lift that left leg up high to the sky again, bend at the knee, and just let the weight of that leg open up the hip. Try and keep that body square to the mat below. Take a nice deep breath all the way in, exhale completely, and then plant the leg back down. Walk the feet back towards the hands. Take a moment in Uttanasana, forward fold. You can swing from side to side, back and forth, whatever floats your boat, whatever your body's asking for in this moment. And then inhale as you come all the way up. And then we're going to exhale as we come down to seated. And we're going to come into leg step pose. So come to a seated position, take your left leg under, and then take your right leg over the top, stacking the foot, the right foot on top of the left knee, and the right knee should be on top of the left foot. You might find there's a gap to begin with. If this is too much, you can always just come into a cross-legged position, or if you can't do cross-legged, then just bring the soles of the feet together and come into bound ankle pose and just flutter the knees for a moment whilst everyone else does this stretch. So finding that position with your feet, right foot on top of left knee, vice versa, and then we're going to inhale as we lift the body out of the pelvis, and then exhale as we reach the body up and over, reaching forwards, bringing the chest through towards the shins really is what you're aiming for. And just take 3 deep breaths here. With every exhale, see if you can mount a little bit deeper over those legs. One more. And then we're going to switch over. So inhale to come all the way back up. Switch over the legs. So even if you're cross-legged, make sure you chop them over. And then we're going to take the left foot this time, stacking it on top of the right knee. If you are cross-legged, do cross-legged again. If you are in bound ankle pose this time, why not bring your feet together and then try and reach with your chest down towards your toes. So if you're doing this one, we need to stack the right foot on top of the left foot on top of the right knee. Find your seated position, make sure both bum cheeks of your sit bones are connected to the floor. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the spine, and then exhale as you fold over the legs, bringing the chest over the shins, reaching forwards with the hands. And just take 3 deep breaths here. With every exhale, melting a little bit deeper into that forward fold. And you should really feel this in the inner hips, maybe in the outside of the left hip on this this side, the other side should have been the other side. Maybe even into the glute if you've got tightness in your glute. One last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then inhale as you come all the way back up. And just shake the legs out. And we're going to come down onto our backs now. So if you swivel around, come down onto your back. And then just lift your knees up towards you and give them a little bit of a hug, rock from side to side, back and forth. And then take your hands over to your left knee. Exhale as you extend your right leg all the way to the ground. Inhale, pull the left knee into the left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then as you inhale, lift both legs back up to center. Switch over the hands, so over to the right side now. Exhale as you extend the left leg all the way to the ground. Inhale as you pull the right knee in towards the right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then inhale to bring both knees back up to center. Just gently let the toes rest on the floor now and just let the hands fall out to the side, and you're just going to drop your knees from side to side. Maybe do 3 to 5 times each side. Just unravel that spine and the lower back. Let the hips kind of ease off after all the little stretches that you've been doing. One more each side. And then inhale to lift the legs back up to center. Take the feet up towards the ceiling, so soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, and then take the hands out either sides of the feet and bring the knees back towards the floor. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, pull the chest through the legs, pull those knees down towards the floor. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, see if you can give a little bit more into the stretch. This is happy baby pose. Take a nice deep breath in for the last time. Exhale. And then release the stretch. Bring the soles of your feet together and plant them down on the floor. Let the knees fall out to the sides. And just have a little relax in reclined cobbler pose. You can even use your hands to help the thighs fall towards the floor. And in your own time, just take 5 to 10 breaths here. And if you want, you can either remain here for a mini Savasana, or you can finish your practice.